I'm trying to look for something where we can tell the person is the a-hole, okay? I want something juicy. Something juicy, caboosey, like... I'm a banana, I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Look at me, man! Am I the a-hole for cheating on my cheating girlfriend after she repeatedly betrayed me? Okay. Okay, that was embarrassing. Okay. I think I gotta leave it to the Queen Cardi B to do that. Okay, brace yourself. This is a real messy one. Well, that's why we came, okay? And I'm not sure if I'm the a-hole or not, so here goes. Male 19. This dude is young. I would have expected, like, maybe, like, in their middle 20s or, like, late 20s or something, but 19? And the girl is 18? Okay, wait, let me just get to the store. I, male 19, have been dating my girlfriend, female 18, for about 1.5 years. Everything seemed fine, but about 3 months ago, I found out that she had been talking to other guys behind my back. Girly. And when I say talking, I mean flirting with them and sending very suggestive texts. I didn't even go snooping. The messages just popped up on her phone while we were hanging out. So they just magically popped on her phone while you guys were hanging out. You know it's giving I didn't steal that. The money just mysteriously popped up to my hands. Like, it's just a coincidence, you know? Or I didn't do anything, Matter of fact, we're made out of atoms, so I've never touched that dude in my life, okay? Naturally, I confronted her after some massive denial. She admitted to texting multiple guys, but kept saying she hadn't done anything physical with them. Girl, it's still the same. Cheating is cheating, okay? I don't care what people say. Like, you have to be loyal to your partner. Unless you do not deserve a relationship if you cannot 100% be loyal to your partner. Like, that is my philosophy. And it's my opinion. You guys do not have to, like, believe my opinion or anything, but that's just what I believe. Like, if you cannot be loyal, then you're not ready for a relationship. Like, you need to work something out, but you cannot be in a relationship if you cannot stay faithful to your partner. She swore she'd stop, promised to change, and begged me not to break up with her. Honestly, I think if someone, like, was cheating on me and they told me that they'd change and stuff, I don't believe that, because people cannot just change overnight. It's like asking wine to turn into water. I didn't pause. I was just like... Or it's like asking a chicken to turn into a cat. Not impossible, but it'll take 1 billion years. Evolution. It could turn into it, one day. One day, oh no, I'm gonna find you. Sorry. Okay, like an idiot you are, I decided to give her another chance, thinking I could trust her again. Are you serious? Whatever. Makes the story better. Well, fast forward a couple of weeks, and I'd catch her red-handed. Of course she would. She had been meeting up with one of these guys. Okay, she graduated from flirting to meeting up with them. Okay. Sneaking around my back. This time it was even worse, because she flat out lied to my face about it and tried to gaslight me into thinking I was just insecure. You're insecure. Don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk to the... I gotta stop before I go. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. Okay, stop. No, wait. Okay. I just had to as a trigger word, okay. Let's get back to it. But it was so obvious I was done, so I broke up with her on the spot, as he should. The fact that he even gave her a chance is crazy. And she threw the biggest tantrum, calling me everything from controlling to immature. It was a nightmare. Oh, here is where it gets juicy. Which is what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for, okay? After the breakup, I'm pissed, heartbroken, and frustrated. As you should, okay? So I go out with my friends to forget about her and just, blow some steam. I don't like where this is going. We end up at a party, and that's where I met Sapphire. Oh, okay. Not her real name. Oh, a girl. Okay. Oh, I cannot do it. I tried to do it, but I couldn't do it. She's cool. She's funny, and we hit it off immediately. Okay. I feel like I know where this is gonna go. I'm not thinking straight because I'm still angry and hurt from everything, but one thing leads to another, and we end up hooking up on that night. No regrets. I mean, you do you, sir. You do you. But here's the bombshell. Oh, we're not done yet. My ex finds out about Sapphire. Yes, she knows about the hookup. Stalk her much, okay? She flips out like full-on meltdown. She's texting me, calling me a hypocrite, saying I betrayed her, even though she was the one cheating on me first. She claims I was just as bad as her. Girlie, you were cheating on him while you were in the relationship. He did it after the relationship. Are you catching my drift? Or am I talking too fast for you? Wait, let me slow it down. You cheated on me. I didn't cheat on you. The relationship was over. Do you get me now? I'm not sure what's wrong with her, but whatever. She claims I was just as bad as her and says I should have never gotten with someone else so soon, even though we were technically still in a relationship when I hooked up with Sapphire. Oh. Wait, were they still in a relationship? No, it wasn't. No, it was after the relationship, I think. Apparently I disrespected her by doing it, even though she was out there being shady as hell. Now, I'm seriously torn. On one hand, I ended things and was emotionally checked out way before I got with Sapphire. But on the other hand, I did hook up with someone else quickly after the breakup. So, am I the a-hole for moving on that fast and cheating on her? Or is she just pissed because I go over here and found someone else faster than she thought I would? Honestly, he's not the a-hole, okay? There's only one. But I don't know her name. But, girlie, you're just as bad as me, okay? You cheated on me. Girlie, he didn't cheat on you. I wish he did, but he didn't. But whatever. What? But, oh, someone actually is answering my question. This guy's asking the question I'm asking. I'm confused on how you cheated if you broke up. It's not cheating if you broke up. Oh, someone else said, but not the a-hole. Your ex-girlfriend is a manipulative biatch. They said the B word, but I said that because I wanted to be fun say. Plus, I don't curse. But honestly, true that. Let me look for another one. 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 Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's my brother, y'all. That's my brother, y'all. Just do not pay attention to that. Him. Ooh! I found another one. Okay. Gotta clear my throat, you know? Because this is juicy. Am I the a-hole for not giving my husband another chance? Instantly? No, you're not. Okay, me. I, 40-year-old female, and my husband, 39 male, met 10 years ago, and we've been married for over 7 years. We have a daughter, a 3-year-old, and we have been through many ups and downs. I am/was a dismissive avoidant, so if you're familiar with that term, you know, it is not easy to be in a relationship with us. My husband is an amazing person. He has always supported me. They spelled always as alleyway, sorry, that caught me. Supported me, but I struggled with closeness and intimacy. We had good and bad periods, and I know I put him through a lot. Things got a bit better between us when I got pregnant, but after having a baby came new challenges. Sleepless nights, stress, lack of time for each other, and we became more roommates. I think she's trying to say we became roommates instead of partners. There were always many women around him, but I never had a problem with him having female friends. Okay, we love a not so insecure person. I didn't know at the time, but there was some kissing and flirting with some of them. It's giving that one webtoon, The Age of Arrogance, where it was like an arranged marriage and all that stuff. And she didn't care when like other girls would come to like the palace, want to get with her husband and stuff. It's giving not so insecure, but girl, how do you not notice someone kissing and flirting with your husband? Okay. It was more emotional cheating, which does not hurt any less. Girl, it's not emotional cheating. It's actual cheating, okay? But whatever. It was more emotional cheating, which does not hurt less. He also started to be very critical, saying hurtful things, like how I'm how horrible person. Okay, he started saying. I'm just gonna try to interpret what I think they're trying to say. He also started to be very critical, saying hurtful things like how much of a horrible person I am, that he cannot stand my blank behavior anymore, and break up with me every couple of weeks. And the next day I'm begging him to take me back. It was very exhausting and an emotional roller coaster. It took me time to really understand how my behavior is affecting our relationship. Also, all my other relationships with friends and family in a negative way, and slowly, oh my gosh, this person typed out so much. It's fine. It's tea. I should be able to consume this, but I just took my map test, and you guys know how terrible a map test is, but whatever. Okay. We'll read this all. Okay. In a negative way, I slowly started to learn how to be more open and vulnerable. How not to run from conflict and communicate better. It is a long ongoing process, and I know there is still a lot of work ahead of me. After a year and a half as a stay-at-home mom, I wanted to go back to work. I was very excited about this new chapter, but I got diagnosed with breast cancer. Everything fell apart. Dang. Not a good timing for our relationship either, as we just started a couple counseling, but it couldn't continue for my health problems and him being busy at work. Busy at work? I don't think he's busy at work. I think he's busy in the likes of another woman. Yeah. Not a good timing for our relationship either, as we just started couple counseling, but couldn't continue for my health problems and him being busy at work. What followed were the worst moments of my life. Chemotherapy, biological treatment, mastectomy, radiotherapy. I lost my hair and I was literally sick for 6 months straight. I tried to be as useful as possible and took care of our daughter, but I felt like a burden nonetheless. I was surprised there was no intimacy between me and my husband. I can only imagine how hard the situation was for him as well. In the middle of my treatment, he said he cannot do this anymore. He will help me and support me, but he needs a break from our relationship. You could take a break, but let me just tell y'all, okay? But he needs a break from our relationship. He started sleeping with another woman and developed an emotional connection with one. Let's call her Mary. You can take a break, but you cannot go sleeping around with other women. What is wrong with this man? Girl, divorce this dude. Do not forget to get the money first, though. Get your bag and leave. During that time, we talked a lot about many things we should have a long time ago. And after 2 months got back together, we both felt very sorry for all that happened between us and wanted to make it work. We knew... Wait. I skipped the sentence. Okay. I developed an emotional connection with one. Let's call her Mary. He told me after my operation, I also found out about the other past connections and many lies that we took some time apart. There were more than one woman? Dang, okay. During that time, we talked about many things that we should have a long time ago, and after 2 months got back together. We both felt very sorry for all that happened between us and wanted to make it work. We knew we have to make things differently and treat each other with love and respect. He also promised to cut the contact with Mary. I know that's not gonna happen, but whatever. Here's to hoping. Girl, if you don't leave that man, if you do not leave that man. So I tried my best, but he suddenly started to act very weird. He was very cold and distant. He told me I have to burp. He told me he still hasn't forgiven me for how I treated him in the past, that he can see I'm trying, but It probably is too late now, and he's not sure if we can be together. Slowly, I felt more and more alone, like he's just looking for my errors, and no matter what I do, I will never reach his expectations. There were a lot of misunderstandings between us, and I felt like the more we talked, the less we understood each other, and we argued a lot. One day after an argument, he broke up with me again. He took Mary out, and they had... I think you guys could tell what they had, but whatever. It was not beef, though. Not beef. Or chicken. It was something else. But I found out. We know what he had. But I found out. Oh, and also that to me. As they never stopped talking to each... They never stopped talking to each other. So this time, I refused to take him back. Girl! You should have not taken him back the second he decided to put his... The second he decided to sleep with another woman. But... But I feel like I have shown him enough understanding and compassion already. Yes, you did. Matter of fact, you did way more. If this was me, divorce. Divorce. You're getting a divorce. I want a divorce. Divorcing you. A divorce. I get his frustration and that his rage is coming from a place of pain, but I'm not sure if I can take it anymore. Girl, you have... Where am I? And so this time I refuse to take him back, as you should, girl. And now I am the bad one again. That is me, who is breaking the family. Girl, you're not. He broke the family the minute he decided to sleep with his coworker. It's giving good girls. If Dee never slept with that secretary, maybe Beth wouldn't have become a criminal. But then we wouldn't have had that that movie. So thank you so much, Dean, for not keeping it in your pants. You're appreciated. You're loved. You're loved. You're loved. Okay. And here, that is me who was breaking the family because he still wants to make it work. And I don't want to give him another chance. Dude, how is he wanting to make it work when he is the problem? Like, I'm sorry, it's not me. It's you. It's giving Khloe Kardashian. And I forgot that dude's name. I forgot the guy's name. But honestly, I couldn't care less. But it's giving Khloe Kardashian and her baby daddy. Gosh. But whatever. He's acting like I betrayed him. He even said that once. Oh, you went there. And here's where I struggle. I know I was a bad partner in the past, and he had to deal with a lot of neglect and avoidance. I understand I made him feel alone in a relationship. Yeah, I could kind of see that. That could probably be the reason why he did a lot of things. And I get his reasons for certain things outside the marriage. I feel a lot of guilt because I know that my behavior contributed to the bad state of our relationship. And also, it breaks my heart because I know it will affect our daughter as well. But I feel like I have shown enough understanding and compassion already. I get his frustration that his rage is coming from a place of pain, but I'm not sure if I can take it anymore. I'm tired of him being the victim and me the villain all the time. I made it very clear that if he lied and kept in touch with her, I will not tolerate it, and he didn't respect that. It's been 5 months since we separated. He's still trying to convince me to get back together, saying he made a mistake. He tried to be happy without me. He can't. He loves me and our family. That he'll never do such a thing again. Dude, he said that and he cheated on you the next day. I won't trust him. But I'm unable to trust him, as you should, girly. I'm trying to have a good relationship with him because of our daughter, but the less we speak, better. As usually, we just start to fight about who is more hurt. So am I the a-hole for not giving him another chance? Girly, you're not. You gave him way too much chances. If it was me, you cheat, divorce. Unless he had a good reason. I think about it. But I honestly think I could never handle it if like someone cheated on me. I feel like I would just be too hurt to continue being in a relationship. Unless I genuinely knew like it was my fault, like the relationship was not working. Maybe then I would probably give the relationship another chance. But I don't think cheating is ever an option. Like if you have problems with your partner, talk to them. Otherwise, then why is that relationship even a thing? Like, I feel like if you do not communicate, there's no point in having a relationship. Because a relationship is like, it's like a partnership. You have to communicate with each other. But what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think like do you guys think like, what do you guys think about relationships? That's like what I want to know. Anyways, he still tried to convince me to get back together, saying he made a mistake. He tried to be happy without me, but can't. He loves me and our family, blah, blah, blah. That he'll never do such a thing. But I'm unable to trust him. I'm trying to have a good relationship with him because of our daughter, but the less we speak, the better. As usually, we just start to fight about who is more hurt. So am I the a-hole for not giving him another chance? I believe everyone can change, but he cannot, honey. But I lost all the motivation. We just both already tried so many times. Girl, you tried. He didn't try. Maybe he tried to keep it in his pants for 3 seconds, but he just had to let it loose the 4th second. I can't imagine being intimate with him again. I feel like it will be just too painful. It will just be too painful and impossible even to learn to trust him again. But maybe it is just avoidant in me trying to escape the problem. It actually feels very peaceful to be alone. I know therapy would help, but I cannot afford it financially at that moment. Had anyone been in a similar situation, how do you deal with the guilt and betrayal from your partner? The fact that she has to ask that, no, you're not. No one ever deserves to be cheated on. Like, that just hurts a person. Anyways, let's read some of the comments. So he's gaslighting the heck out of you, blaming you for his cheating. Let me just say, none of what he's done is your fault. He's a cheater, period. End of story. He's the only one at fault for sticking his wanker and other woman that forced him and move on with your life. You deserve to be loved and treated as an equal partner. This guy is never going to be that guy. Girl, this girl is speaking some sense. She is speaking the language of the tongue. Like, she's speaking the language, okay? I see her. You know, I see her. She's cool. Her. Sorry, I signed that wrong. I love her. She's cool. Yeah. ASL. Yes. But honestly, yes. Like, dude, she gave you so much fucking chances, and all those chances you used them to stick it back into Mary. Like, if you wanted to do that so badly, you guys could have just divorced. But no, you cheated on your wife who has cancer? How low can you go? Actually, I'm not gonna say that because I feel like it could go lower than that, but still. How low can you actually go? Whatever. I think we actually got into something juicy though, but like, seriously, can't this guy not keep it in his pants? Like, it's like, I'm just like speechless. I'm actually like generally speechless. Like, I'm confuzzled. Like, dude, you couldn't keep it in your pants? Oh my gosh. He couldn't keep it in his pants. I'm honestly just like shocked. Like, people are funny. People are just funny. People are like the funniest. Like, this is the, like, you didn't give me another chance, dude. From what I can see, she's given him like 3 chances, but. Anyways, I don't think we can get any more juicier than that. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you loved it a lot, you know what? You all should subscribe. You know, I'm not asking for much. Just subscribe, comment down below. See you guys next time. Like the video. Bye.